How old were you when you had your first kiss and what was it like? I was 25 and TBH it was a little bit different than expected. Felt a little off. But something must have gone right because we have been together for almost 2 years since and kisses have improved and felt so much better. 27 It was fun and felt long overdue as a personal milestone. 14 And playing spin the bottle. We ended up making out after that. I was 14. She kissed me by surprise while we were talking. Said it was awkward and I didn't know what to do. And then she was icy to me and never hung out after that, so I guess I did it wrong. I do not miss high school. Quick peck when I was 17. Haven't had one since. I'm 58 now, but I still remember the first time I kissed, mainly because it was last year when I was 57. I think I was 19. I had a hot dog with onions earlier that evening, so I didn't want to go all in. The girl was expecting me to go for it all the way. Tongue and everything. No clue why she thought that. I thought I was pushing things too far even by leaning in like, is this cool? She gave me the green light. But all I did was peck her on the lips. Until I had sex. That was it for a long time. Intimate kiss, never. I'm 31. I was 20. It was a lot wetter and squishier than I thought it'd be, but it still ruled. I didn't really kiss, just a couple of stray ones when drunk, until I met the girl that is now my wife. I was 26, she was 24, and we kissed endlessly first night we met. First kiss was 17. During a game of spin the bottle. Girl dragged me into a bathroom and gave me the biggest kiss a 17-year-old me could handle. I'm 36 years old. And still haven't had my first kiss or relationship for that matter. You'd think seeing all the I was 8. I was 12. I was 24 responses would make me feel bad. However, there's a surprising amount of people responding in my age bracket that also haven't experienced their first. I may be lagging behind most people, but I'm not alone. Was like 16. My brain completely broke. Was nice. I was like 10 kissing girls by the swing set at recess. Wow, these numbers are way higher than I expected to see. Holy shit, I just realized I don't remember my first kiss. 12. Around 11 or 12, a bunch of us were at her house hanging out, and I knew she wanted me to kiss her. It was no secret to anyone. I was so nervous and excited, but all our friends were encouraging me to go for it. She was sitting on her kitchen counter with her eyes closed, just waiting for it. I went for it, and it was incredible. Wasn't technically the best kiss ever, as it was both of our first. But I still remember it 25-ish years later. 17. I agonized over it for a month, and when I finally did it, we both lost our balance and went rolling down the hill. I loved it. For her, I was moving too fast, and she broke up with me later that night, super conservative. Well, I'm 26 and it hasn't happened yet, haha. I sometimes think about what it could be like, but everyone's experience is different. Hopefully mine isn't too awkward. When I was 18, studying in 12th lunch break with my classmate, she was acting strange when her friends started teasing us, and I thought she was not into me. But she wanted me to stay after having lunch, and later she gave a French kiss. I was kind of electrified and nervous and didn't know how to react. I poked her about that kissing situation when we met after 5 years. She said, "Chup, idiot." Yes, still we are good friends, but far away now, and we didn't opt to go ahead with relationship of any kind except for friendship because we were not sure about each other. Kiss was magical. Youth was and is the life now. I was 13. Gaeltacht in Donegal. Her name was Amanda. We were destined to be together forever, but alas, 30 kilometers distance was too much to cycle, and I couldn't afford bus fare. It was sloppy. So sloppy it was amazing. I was 10 and it was with my girlfriend at the back of a school disco. But it was only a quick peck. Haven't kissed anyone since. I'll have to give you an update when it does happen. 26 and counting. Almost 30 and still hasn't had it. Unkissed. 13. It was really wet and weird. Definitely looked forward to that goodbye kiss from my middle school girlfriend after school ended. XD-RAR 3. I was 19 and I was scared shitless I was gonna do it wrong. But I forced myself and was pleasantly surprised that it came so naturally and felt so good. 13. IIRC had a boner for hours. I was 14 when I had my first kiss and it was fantastic. 14 and a girl I was at a diving class with, and I can still remember she was called Sarah. We were queued up by the side of the pool watching the instructor and she just leaned over and kissed me. It short-circuited my brain. Haha. Was 15 and the girl was beautiful. My heart was really pounding. I remember. Also remember how she smelled even now in my 40s. First kisses are special. I'm almost 27 and it never happened. I'm trying to improve my looks as much as I can. Like reducing my body fat to 10 and growing out my hairs. Also saving money for jaw implant, chin implant, almond eye surgery, eyelid surgery and a nose job. Hopefully I'll be attractive and have more than just a kiss. I was around 7 getting that kiss. We both were naked and I am traumatized. I think that explains everything. 17. How strange and uncertain. 12. At the top of the slide on a playground near my house. Eventually lost my virginity to her 2 years later. Older than me by around 7 months. About 15 or 16. I'd asked this girl at school to be my girlfriend earlier that day and she was giving me this look. As if she wanted a kiss. I was really nervous so I gave her a quick peck for less than a second before class. It was pretty forced. We broke up a week later. Tears of joy. First girlfriend. Kissed her randomly in the hallway outside her first class in high school. We were 17. Although I had another a few years later. Second girlfriend. We made out one night a few months ago. The night of my 21st birthday party. And that's how we got together. We're still together. 13. It was fun. She kissed me and I didn't even bother to ask her name. 16 years old at a metal show. She was 20 and WAAAY plastered but I didn't know that. I managed to find her on MySpace and ask her about it and she apologized for being drunk and putting me through that ordeal. I didn't mind at the time but looking back it was a bit problematic. My lord. I couldn't have been older than 11 or 12. First. Full-on making out kiss. But I was a latchkey kid. 12 maybe? She was the girl in the neighborhood that looked like she was 30 with a bangin' body. I was in the 6th grade and it was as awkward as you could imagine. We were pretty terrible at it. Like 11, 12? We were one of the first couples at school and all the kids circled us at recess and chanted for us to kiss and I felt like the fucking man, which I was. 16 and it was pure magic lol. 20. In my dorm room. It was a little awkward and not really what I expected but still nice. I'd like to think I improved since then. I was 15 at a summer camp. One evening I was sitting on a piano bench watching a girl play and we were trying our best to flirt, still not very good at it tbh. After a while I finally leaned in and kissed her and she seemed pretty excited. I remember it was a lot wetter than I expected. Well, we used to have make-out parties in grade school 5th and 6th grade. I remember one girl used to shove her tongue into my mouth. Grossed me out at first.